Alright folks, I did promise to y'all that I was going to give this character a nose job. So we're in the character, more of like the character creation phase of the MetaHuman creator. Somewhere along the line in this video, I'm going to bring this back up so y'all folks can see. But yeah, I'm doing a custom mesh adjustment. If you want to watch any more of these types of videos, I'll help y'all folks on the MetaHuman creator. You can come in and jump in, message me if you want in the comment section, and I will most definitely do that. But for this character here, his name is Boss Man. Pretty cool character. As you can see, his nose is really funny, kind of messed up looking. So to do the nose job, I just have to click on this nose in the custom mesh option and just pull it towards the back to change the region of influence, and pretty much that's it. So that's this easy peasy type of thing. I also added a nice mustache for him, a little bit better than what I had before, and I gave him a trim on his beard, like I said. Oh, and then before we get into the long 1 hour plus minutes lengthy footage that you're going to see in this video, I want y'all folks to pretty much catch up to this. If you're advanced, you're an advanced Unreal Engine user, MetaHuman creator, MetaHuman in general user, if you're into MetaHumans, you can bypass this whole hour session by going here. Or if you think you can go at it without knowing anything about MetaHuman creator and you just want to just jot this down, or maybe create a playlist, like save this on a web favorite or something like that, just go to PoseAI walkthrough for MetaHumans and UE5 off of the PoseAI Ltd YouTube channel. Go to their YouTube channel. I recommend for you to subscribe to the channel, but these are pretty much the owners of the PoseAI website here and the actual app for PoseCam, and this is pretty much your way to understanding how to make it work for your MetaHuman creator, or MetaHumans I should say, not MetaHuman creator, but for your MetaHumans. So this is pretty much your pathway, a quicker way to get into it, besides having to go through the whole entire hour-long video. So let me get back to it real quick. So this is the video you want to check out. It's only 4 minutes and 38 seconds. Mine is over an hour because it talks more and thoroughly about everything you can think of that you're going to need, that I have utilized for over a year to build up in terms of knowledge base so I can perform the PoseAI performance using MetaHumans. So I go into every little detail and it is very thorough. So if you want to bypass that, go this way. Oh, and I almost forgot. Again, by the way, the link to this video is in the video's description area. Look a little bit below or above the comment section. So it's below the video, but above the comment section, and you should be able to get to this particular video. Alright, folks. I am back. Bizak. We are Bizak. Yeah. Check it out. I got a new upgrade. New studio. And I gotta work on the LODs. You see that? His mustache disappears. And his hair disappears too. Stop! Hey! My cats are acting stupid. Leave them alone. Sorry about that, folks. My cats is in the living room, acting silly like normal. But it's okay. Alright, so this is the new set. He looks kind of big compared to the Paragon table. But that's because I tried to make him a little bit bigger. I don't want him to be too close to the table. Alright, we got that. Got that working. And yeah, this is the virtual set space. And this is going to be for like nightly news and things like that. I think that's going to work out really well. Yeah. Looks like his mouth moves a little bit slower, but either way, it is still pretty good. I think when I close my lips like that, it doesn't look too good, so I'm not going to do that much. And hopefully the lip sync works really well. I think it's working really well.
we can do like some really cool newscasts and shows. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn this thing in the background here into an actual scene. Like I can turn this into some sort of a scene for transitional purposes to showcase things that I want people to see. Maybe I'll put that back there or to the left or right in this section here. I'm not sure, but we'll see what we can do. And I'll be bringing some wild stuff here. It's not going to be normal news. It's not going to be, probably not going to be real. It's probably going to be virtual and digital, of nature, maybe from the metaverse. I'm not sure. Or wherever I see fit. Now, let's see what is going on there. That looks like the chin is clashing with the collar. I think, I'm not sure. But it's okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show y'all folks what I have to do to get PoseAI working. I'm using PoseAI in my actual build design. And I did not show y'all from scratch for a reason, because some things don't necessarily need to be shown starting from scratch. So what I started with PoseAI, I have this app on my smartphone, which is an iPhone 7, by the way. It's right sitting in front of me. It's the PoseCam app. In one of my previous videos, I was talking about it. I was calling it Pose Camera, but I believe it's PoseCam. So let me transition out of that. Be right back. Okay, so here goes the PoseCam actual app. And this one is via the Apple Store. So this is pretty much what you need. Besides having another iPhone, an additional iPhone besides your iPhone X or greater. So you're going to need 2 iPhones to pull off the setup that I'm having for my virtual set. So I have an iPhone X in front of me and an iPhone 7 sitting, both of them on tripod / mobile phone, more like a connector, how would you say, holders. So I'll try to show y'all folks that visual as well, but right now I can't do that. But we'll basically break down all the different setup connections that I have. So I have PoseCam. So you can go for the Apple Store to get this. Like I said, make sure you have multiple iPhones. Most definitely an iPhone X or better, and maybe you can have if you have an old iPhone 7, iPhone 8. I don't think there was an iPhone 9. iPhone X or better, or some of the old ones. The old ones you can use for PoseCam. It works perfectly. All you have to do is update to the latest software on that iPhone 7 or greater. And then on the iPhone X, make sure you get the LiveLink Face app. So I'm going to go there real quick. LiveLink Face app. And this is it here. I just typed it into Google. So you could type in LiveLink Face if you want into Google, and you should be brought here. So this is the part where you get your facial animations to be tracked. And that's what the responsiveness is and the functionality of the LiveLink Face app is. Pretty much it has this thing known as the Apple AR Kit, and it has 52 blend shapes. So with the 52 blend shapes, it basically goes in and tracks all of the different facial features that you have when you're talking, when you're moving your head, when you're basically moving around with the iPhone X in front of you. And it's going to look kind of like this. I don't know if you can see this one, but let's see if I could go a little bit closer to that image. Hold on one second. Kind of increase. Oh, hold on. There we go. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little stand right here with an iPhone X or better here. He got his microphone in front of him, and he got multiple screens. I'm basically doing the same kind of setup, except I'm doing it in my living room, and it is pretty expansive once you get everything set up. So I got a whole bunch of lights around me. I have like the basic common living room light lamps, and I have one of those ring lights in front of the setup, in front of the actual iPhones, just to light the whole area. And I have green screens covering my actual sofas, so that way it doesn't, it blocks out a lot of the, things that could be causing issues with my setup. And so the background is pretty much whatever's in the background of my scene of my living room, which is not much. I did try to put a background yesterday with a green screen, and that was really accurate. So if you want to buy and purchase a green screen, that's what I recommend. Just type in, go into Amazon maybe. So Amazon, look up Amazon and then type in green screen. This could be a great purchase for your setup. And this is pretty much what I need here. I don't really need a green screen. I just need the stand for the green screen. So I need to put this in the living room or wherever I choose to set it up at. And what it does is it allows you to drape the green screen over a large surface area, and then that could be covering all of the stuff that's blocking the view of a clean space of your background. Like if you have a lot of clutter, it basically blocks out all the clutter, and it only focuses, when the camera's in view of the green screen, it only focuses on you and what your body movements are doing. So that's what you want to get. So it would look like this, and pretty much you would stand in front of it and put your cameras in front of you, and the cameras will aim at the back of the green screen, and there will be no background blocking you from being detected, basically. So that's that. It's going to look like that. You have your camera here. You don't need a camera guy, you just need tripods. So I recommend like 2 tripods with mobile phone attachments to them, so that it can hold up your mobile cameras, so you can hold up your iPhones. And pretty much see it creates this kind of green background silhouette, and it will effectively block out everything that doesn't need to be detected. So that's that. I don't know, I might even add this to my video here so y'all folks can directly get it off of the video, and that could help me indirectly, but actually it will help me directly to earn a little something while I'm doing all these videos to help y'all folks. So that'd be pretty cool. That's a tip for those who want to like maybe do affiliate stuff off of Amazon. It would behoove you to try to get an affiliate account through Amazon. That way you can get a link and tie it into your YouTube videos. If you're doing your own setups over time, you would be able to earn off of it if your viewers were interested in helping you that way. So that's that. So it's not required, but that will clean up your set for your virtual stuff. And other than that, let's do a review. PoseCam, Live Face app, and then one of the most essential ones, let's go to PoseAI. So we'll type in PoseAI, and this is the actual official website. So you want to go to PoseAI. This is the website for performing the mocap. So the motion capture doesn't need any markers, so there's no markers, no constraints, and it's mobile, so through your iPhone. And you don't need an iPhone X or greater. You can get, like I said, an iPhone 7, iPhone 8, and it should work fine as long as you have the most updated version of the software. Not this software itself, the most updated version of your iOS software on your phone. So you got to go in and try to upgrade your phone to the latest software. Once you do that, you're able to perform and do different things in front. As long as you have, like I said, a nice background, clean background, it should turn out pretty accurate. It's really easy. It sets up like this, as you can see. They showing like a little more like a cartoony look, where there's a tripod, iPhone standing here, or a little mini tripod, and the person can be detected in different modes. So what they have available, they have portrait mode, they have room mode, and they have desktop mode. And I'll show y'all folks in future tutorials on how to switch around from modes, which is pretty easy. You're doing it through a blueprint on your UE5. So Unreal Engine 5, when you're in your Unreal Engine 5, you would go in and you basically manipulate the settings in one of the blueprints that is set up for it. So I'll be showing y'all folks from what I've learned so far how that works, and probably in this video I can show y'all that as well. I'm not really sure, but we'll see what we can do to show y'all folks how much I can get to while I'm working on it. So to basically figure all this stuff out, you can go through and look up everything through their website. But what I did, I believe I just went through, I downloaded the PoseCam, which it recommends to do that. And then I went through the Unreal Marketplace. When you go to the Unreal Marketplace, you have to get the PoseAI live link. And this is another essential factor. This is what allows their software to communicate to Unreal Engine. So when you get the Pose Cam on your phone, the app is going to look like this. You see on the left it says PoseAI, tap to pair device. So what you're going to be doing essentially is linking up your IP address of your Wi-Fi of your home, and you want to make sure that your IP address of your Wi-Fi from your home, you know, considering you have a modem or router, you should have a router. I'm not sure if you have a router at home or whatever, modem or router, but whatever you have, that home network that's sending Wi-Fi through your home, you want to have that tied to the PoseAI communications. Now, you're going to also tie some of that communications in through Unreal Engine as well. But it starts out with the PoseCam app on your iOS device. So you go and you get that PoseCam app. Once you get it in, you're going to throw in your IP address, which over here, there's an example. It says 192.166.1, .141. And then it has a port of 8080. So the port is always going to be 8080. Keep that in mind. I believe that's how they have that set up. But once you find your IP address, you can go, if you wanted to, through search and go to command prompt if you got Windows 10. And then, hold on one second. In the command prompt, you can type in ipconfig. Hit enter. And then your IP address will be here, which says IPv address. It's not necessarily going to be the default gateway. You want to do the IPv address. So that will show up right there. And I'm blocking mines out because I don't want people to try to hack me and all that. So I recommend if you're trying to create videos like on YouTube to show folks how you got yours set up for your channel and your community, then hide your IP address when you're showing them that. Other than that, that's that setup there. Getting the PoseAI live link, you're just going to click sign in and download. But make sure you have the Unreal Engine on your computer. So you have to have the Unreal Engine Epic Games downloader. So, or launcher, I should say. So once you have your Epic Games launcher, you can go to your library. Make sure you download the Unreal Engine 5.0.3 because that's the version that I'm able to pull off all of this stuff that I'm doing. You can get an older version, but you don't want to downgrade, you want to upgrade, obviously. So the whole idea is to upgrade and go higher and higher and higher in ability. You're also going to need MetaHuman. So you're going to have MetaHumans built in, either through, let's see, they have a MetaHuman, the old version MetaHuman Startup. This is like a MetaHuman Startup package. So you can get that, basically try to catch up, learn how to use it. This is the older version. It will be able to synchronize and link to Unreal Engine 5 because it's compatible with Unreal Engine 5, Unreal Engine 4.27, and Unreal Engine 4.26. So you can go and create a project for that and then try to work on, I recommend for you to work on Unreal Engine 5.0. Now, some people may not have updates available for Quixel Bridge. You're going to need Quixel Bridge as well in order to move your MetaHumans in, because MetaHuman Creator requires Quixel Bridge in order for you to move into Unreal Engine 5. Like I said, upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. So you want to make sure you have Quixel Bridge. So all of this stuff you can get from the marketplace. So you go to the marketplace off of the Epic Games launcher if you want, or from the website, and you type in, let's type in Quixel Bridge. So all this is a build-up process. I've been doing it for a while. What in the world? Okay, Quixel. Did I spell it right? I don't even think I spelled it right. I did spell it right. Hold on one second. Quixel. Why isn't it typing the X? Bridge. Now that should pop up in here. I don't know why it didn't come up. Let's look on the website. We're going to type in, let's go in here, actually through here. This is the marketplace actually. So let's try here. Quixel bridge. Wow, it's not coming up. Now that is crazy. All right. So let's just try it off of Google. Okay, Quixel bridge. Here we go. So you can go from the website itself as well. You're going to download Quixel bridge onto your computer, but I don't know why it's not available on Unreal Engine, but it should allow you to connect to Unreal Engine. See, it says Discover Bridge inside Unreal Engine. You see this? It looks like it goes to a video, but I don't understand why it's not tied in. Let's see what this is here. Quixel Bridge, Unreal Engine. Here we go. So you want to have this linked in. I don't know why it's not showing up. I have no idea. But whatever the case is, they may be having some issues with Quixel Bridge through the marketplace, because I'm having issues with it getting updated in general. Now this download itself here, this download button, this is getting the Unreal Engine itself. So make sure, like I said, you have Unreal Engine on your computer. This is the system requirements here. Windows 10, 64-bit, quad-core, Intel, or AMD 2.5 gigahertz or faster, 8 gig RAM. You have to have all these things in order to get it working. They got Linux, Ubuntu as well. I didn't know that Linux could run Unreal Engine, so that was a question someone asked me in a previous video session. So I'm gonna go in and let him know that's possible. Let's see, you got a Mac computers, you can work it with Mac as well. So just look all of this stuff up, make sure you fit the system requirements, basic minimum requirements, etc. And then you can go in and download your Unreal Engine. Once you get Unreal Engine on your computer, you can work out the kinks and try to figure out how to get Quixel Bridge running. Here we go here. Let's go in, download Bridge. I already got Quixel Bridge multiple times on my computer. I've been trying to figure out why it's not working the way it's supposed to, but I did not get the latest update. One of the latest updates for Quixel Bridge is pretty much, hold on one second. Here goes the Quixel Bridge. They should have abilities to update through here, but for some reason it doesn't update all the time, and they tell you to update in different ways. So some of the updates don't come through. Sometimes things are not working with it. I don't know why. It probably is my computer. It could be the compatibility with my computer. It's a lot of different reasons why it may not work out for you. So keep that in mind. You can have those issues, and if you do, it is what it is. You'll figure it out, like I said. Now when you're using Unreal Engine 5, Quixel Bridge is also built into Unreal Engine 5. So I believe from here is where they ask you to do update. Alright folks, so I'm going to slow down right here real quick, because I had to just jump back in tutorial session mode just to show y'all folks something. Right now this guy is froze. It's all good. What I wanted to show y'all is the Quixel Bridge while it's in Unreal Engine 5. So to access this, you're going to have to do a little searching. But I'm not sure why my character is not moving. Whatever the case may be, it seems like it's froze. Alright, there we go. Hold on one second. I don't know if that's a glitch or whatever, but yeah.
let's just move him around and get him in more of a respectable position. So like it looks like he's looking towards the audience. I guess that's a good position. I'm not sure. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so we're gonna help you folks to see how to get to the axis of Quixel, the Quixel bridge. But this is it. I clicked on it really quick in the video. Now I'm updating this portion of the video just so y'all folks can see what I actually did. But I had to go back to it. So right now what it's doing is trying to communicate. It's probably not logged in. I have no idea why it's acting like this. So I'm going to go into sign in, and this is through Unreal Engine. So yeah, sometimes, like I said, this stuff has little issues. It's a little touchy-feely, the whole Quixel side. So you got to bear with it. It may not work all the way through sometimes, and it may work. So just bear with it. I'm just going to try to log in real quick. You have to do this login if you haven't done it before. And once you're done logging in, you should be able to remember me. Click that remember me option, and then it allows you to get access every single time you try to log in or try to open the application through Unreal Engine. It should automatically log you in. But for some reason mine's logged out. So sometimes you're going to have to go through that. And what you'll notice is that it says MetaHumans presets. That won't be, this will be showing, my MetaHumans won't be showing when you're logged out. So yeah, it looks like I'm having some serious issues because it also would show some other stuff here. Two different ends of the spectrum. In MetaHumans, it looks like this finally updated. I guess these are all the MetaHumans that I tried to download through Quixel Bridge onto the MetaHuman, not MetaHuman, but the projects that I was able to get going. Or this could actually be all the models that I updated recently. I'm not sure. Alright. So talking about that, we're on the subject of MetaHumans. I just want to show y'all folks that this is where you would get your MetaHumans actually to how would you say, merge themselves onto your project. So you have to use the Quixel bridge within Unreal Engine 5. Now the older version of MetaHuman, Unreal Engine 4's versions, you didn't have to use the Quixel bridge. But now you have to. You have no choice because they made it that way that you're going to have to use the Quixel bridge to merge them. So you go from getting your characters over to the Quixel bridge version on your desktop application for Quixel. So let's see if I got the desktop application up. I actually don't have it running. So I have to find it, which is this blue B icon. Make sure that's running on your computer while you're trying to do all this stuff. And make sure you logged into this one. Looks like I'm not logged into this one. Click sign in with Epic Games and it should automatically sign you in if you logged in on Unreal Engine. And yes, I'm logged in. And now it has multiple things. As you see, it says My MetaHumans UE5, My MetaHumans UE4. See, it has both setups. So now everything you see here should show up on Unreal Engine 5. Let me switch over to Unreal Engine 5. So, like I said, I did everything a little too fast. Alright, so this is Unreal Engine 5. Now to get it itself, you would have to go through, because I already got it on my Unreal Engine 5. You would have to go here where it says Quixel Bridge. And my mouse for some reason is just not working right. But you go here through Window, window icon, and then click Quixel Bridge. Let's see if I can open up the marketplace. For some reason, I wasn't getting it to open yesterday, and it doesn't seem like I can open it right now. So it's all good. You might not be able to get it to open. Don't worry about it. You know, that's not really something that you really need open while you're in Quixel Bridge, but for some reason mine is not opening. See? But well, not Quixel Bridge, but when you're in Unreal Engine 5. So other than that, that's that part. If you want MetaHumans itself, say you had no MetaHumans, you would have to get access to MetaHuman Creator. And I'm not sure if you can use these MetaHuman presets to access MetaHuman Creator, but let's see. Yeah, so you can click this blue start button. If you've never created your own MetaHumans, you can click Start MHC. But if you don't care to really create them yet, and you just want to learn how to get your characters running in Unreal Engine 5, I recommend for you to use the presets that are already built. That way you don't waste any time. You can go in and you can get any kind of MetaHumans that are pre-designed for you. And these should work seamlessly with no problem. What I'll probably try to do is see if I can get these working as well in one of my projects. But whenever you're ready for getting it working, you're going to click download, this green button, and that's going to download the MetaHuman, the pre-configured ones, the ones that are already built into Quixel Bridge, and you'll be able to get it onto your MetaHuman staging process through Unreal Engine. So you'll be able to bring them in. And once you click download, once it's successful, it's not done all the way. It's just going to download them onto Quixel Bridge through Unreal Engine. But the very next step in staging is this export highest quality, or it may be a lower quality. So let me go to one of the elf characters that I built. And the elf characters are not easy to create. So I created this elf ear. I'll show y'all folks in another video in the future of how to do the elf ears. But that's besides the point. You click down here where it says high quality. You can go from low quality, medium quality, or highest. The reason why they have these options is because maybe your computer doesn't have a very, very powerful GPU, which is your graphics processing unit, or your video card, your graphics card, I should say. So maybe your graphics card is very low in terms of power, and it's not that powerful, so you would go with low quality. And if you have a very high-powered graphics card and your computer is strong and powerful in terms of its compatibility with Unreal Engine, if it exceeds the lowest compatibility, then you probably could try high quality and see if that works. And that's going to be in respect to, I believe, the level of detail. So the LODs is probably going to be much higher in quality if you go for highest quality. So keep that in mind. So when you click this export blue button, that means you're going to be exporting. Export also is this plus. See this little plus button in the lower right corner? So you change this option and then you click the plus and it sends it to your project. But where will it land in your project? Well, you're going to go to content drawer, open that up, and then what you want to do is go to the MetaHumans folder. So it starts out in content, then you're going to find MetaHuman or MetaHumans, and every project's different, so you may not have the same exact folders that I have, so you don't have to like remember what kind of folders it is. Just remember that you got to go to the MetaHumans main folder, double click it, and then you have to find your character in there. So whatever character name that you chose to give it on the MetaHuman Creator, it will show up here, or whatever name was given to it from preset configured MetaHumans. So where it says MetaHuman presets, say you wanted to get this character's name is IO, so that will show up as a folder down in the content drawer. So it would say IO down here for this folder. So you double click it and your MetaHuman should be over here on the right where you see the little icon. may not look like a actual metahuman right away. So the very first time it's going to look like a pawn, like a more like a pawn in chess, on a chessboard. And then what it'll do is once you move it in, you'll try to drag it and drop it into the screen. Once you move it in, then that character is pretty much going to be set. He's going to be ready to be worked on. So if you notice, all now I can do is just talk because I brought in a new character. So it's the same identical character, but it got rid of my my motion capture communications because I manipulated it, but it's okay. Let me hit the delete key to send them away. And then if I want to get my motion capture back, I'll just tap the screen and get them back in there. So I tapped my iPhone 7 and it's tied in through the PoseAI app. So talking about that, I'm going to show y'all folks immediately after this is going to jump right into the PoseAI setup, more of the intro for PoseAI and the how-to kind of thing. That, if y'all folks are advanced users, you could bypass this and go straight to the tutorial. But I'm probably going to introduce that multiple times. So in the beginning of this video, if you're advanced in Unreal Engine, you probably already bypassed all of this, so you didn't have to go through this full length of a whole hour-long video or whatever. But this is for people who are brand new, who never used Unreal Engine before at all. So this is basically to help y'all folks who are brand new. That's why I'm going through a thorough step-by-step, more of a highly detailed step-by-step of how to get into every little thing, the nook and cranny of things, and how it works, the inner workings of every single thing. So hold on one second, let me hit the stop. And we'll do that. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's go back to the Quixel bridge and hit start MHC so you can see the Unreal Engine MetaHuman Creator. So this is going to go to MetaHuman Creator. I'm going to send it over to Google Chrome because I don't like the web browser that it tried to send me to. So I like to use it in the Chrome web browser. I think the Chrome web browser works much better than any other web browser for MetaHumans, MetaHuman Creator. So this is how it looks. Select the version, then you can go in and you can basically customize how you want your MetaHumans to look, how you see fit. And also keep in mind that this is where you're really going to have to tune into those updates for Quixel Bridge because it's going to go hand in hand with the latest, most recent launch of MetaHuman Creator. So this is a web version. The MetaHuman Creator is through an online portal, and it only gives you up to about an hour session per user because they're hosting it online and there's millions and millions of people using it simultaneously. So keep that in mind that you may not gain access right away. It's going to take a little time. It says please hold while we connect you to MetaHuman Creator, and then it goes in and tries to load. So this may take a little while. So if you leave the screen or anything, it may not work out. Try to just stay on the screen until it's set up and it's running. Once that's done, you'll be able to gain access to the MetaHuman Creator, and then you can go in and customize your character and do a lot of different things. Now this part is pretty simple. It's not really that hard. It's just more like you move around things on the screen. You use your mouse to navigate to certain stuff, and you choose what you want. So this is the character that I came up with, the most recent one that I launched. I call him Boss Man. The latest version of the MetaHuman Creator allows you to do customized elongated faces. You can create elf characters. You can do some really amazing stuff in terms of your customization of your MetaHumans. As you can see, this is one of my characters. I'm just trying to rotate her so you can see the details. I mean, it is really, really powerful what you can do with the MetaHuman Creator.
It's a full body character. You can custom design every little thing. Not everything, but most of the major body parts. Some stuff is set up by default, so you won't be able to, totally customize every little thing, but you can go in and go hard. So like this is one of my best characters, I think. Just wanted to give y'all folks a little teaser type of thing, a little preview of different characters that I got running. And this is going to be much longer than I thought, but this is a character that to me kind of reminds me of Pippi Longstocking. When I was a kid, I used to watch a lot of television and movies, and I made this character dedicated to that character back when I was young. I really made nice clothing for her. You can customize your clothing as well. You can't really make too much, but you can come up with unique stylized certain clothing articles that already are built on there. And hopefully they'll come up with much more capabilities for you to be able to create your own characters and stuff like that. In terms of not just creating characters, but sorry about the audio. I had to move the mic. I totally forgot where I positioned the mic at with respect to me making this tutorial. But talking about that, let me move the mic down a little bit. It's a little too high for me where I'm seated at. Alright, so I'm not going to go back. I'm not worried about it. Hopefully y'all folks heard me on a lot of stuff that I was talking about. So just to breeze past this part, yeah, you can do a lot of different creations. I've been doing it for over a year, like I was talking about in the beginning of this session. So, you can get into these characters. They're highly detailed, very advanced looking. Now, this content creation portion where you're creating your own characters, you may have some issues with it. So I'll help y'all folks if you have any issues with texturing and things that don't look right, contours, the shape of the face may not turn out exactly how you want it. You can learn how to do those accurate, detailed customization redesigns and fix a lot of the the fails that show up on the face. Talking about that, as you can see, this one is a gray face, this one is a regular face, and they kind of look the same, and the ears look different a little bit, but they were the same character. What I did is I changed some of the facial contours from one to the other, and I didn't update this one, but you can go in and do multiple updates. A lot of the stuff is going to happen on Unreal Engine with the newer MetaHuman Creator plugin that they have for Unreal Engine. So it is amazing what you can do. They have a MetaHuman plugin, I should say. And let's go back. I'm going to switch back to Unreal Engine. But now you know the full pipeline pretty much. It looks highly technical, but it's not. It's not that complicated. It's really user-friendly and set up for anybody to pretty much learn how to use. Even young kids could learn Unreal Engine, and I'm sure they already are using it if they choose to watch tutorials from content creators around the world who come up with these videos. Or they go into Unreal Engine's Epic Games website and they can learn on their own as well. But other than that, yeah, we're going to jump back in to that session portion where I demonstrate and show folks how the PoseAI works. So let's do that right now. So you would have to update it on the actual Quixel Bridge software on your computer, which is this one here. So this is where the download comes into effect. It's sitting on my actual computer. This is the Quixel Bridge software itself. And I should be able to find ways to fix it, check for updates, stuff like that. See, you're running the latest version of Bridge. That's what it says. The latest it says here is 2022.0.06 or whatever. I don't know if that is the actual latest version. I can go in and report an issue. I can try to clear support and restart. I could do all kinds of different things, but it's not necessarily going to be running exactly the way you want if it doesn't work out right. I got an Unreal Engine plugin, as you can see here. This is what you want. If you can't get it from the Unreal Engine Marketplace, you probably can download it from here, and then it should show up on the Epic Games launcher. Once you go to library, it should show up over here. So that's that part. Let me show you that again. What I did, I went to let's see, I went to edit, and then I went to manage plugins, and from there, this is where I got it. So it says downloaded, so that you can actually click these buttons for the other ones. Say I wanted to download it for Blender, I can click it, and then it says download it, and then when I show up on Blender, it should actually be on Blender. Whatever version of Blender, I'm not sure, but it says 3.7 right there. So I don't know if this is the version of Blender that it downloads to. I'm not sure. But that's just stuff that you should know ahead of time in order to pull off everything that's going on with the MetaHumans, because that's pretty much what I'm using on Unreal Engine. So if you got all those prerequisites down pat and you got things running for you, now you should be closing in to where I'm at. So let's go back to the studio. So here we go. I'm still here. I'm still talking. I got my character running and everything. I've been doing this for a while. Let's pause it and see what we got so far. All right. So far so good. What's going on? I don't know. All right, there we go. For some reason my mouth paused. I thought something happened. All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show y'all folks in the background things that's going on for the setup. So I'm going to stop my mouth. I'm gonna stop the actual simulation, because right now I'm simulating in Unreal Engine. So I'm gonna stop it to show y'all folks some of the stuff that I have to work on for PoseAI. All right, so what I did, I stopped him, and I'm gonna select him. And what we're gonna do, we have options here to go into outliner and to also go into details. So whichever way you choose, whatever route you choose, you want to try to edit the blueprint to get to things behind the scenes for this character. So what I'm going to do is go into edit in blueprint for his body. And what that does is it brings me to all of the setup for blueprints. So I'm not that savvy with blueprints, but I do my best, and I'm learning pretty much how to work with it. So pretty much what I'm going to do is close off some of this, because I don't really need it right now, and some of this, so you can see where this works out in terms of trying to get the character ready and prepped to have everything that is required for PoseAI. So PoseAI requires you to be, like I said, in the body. So you have to select and edit the blueprint for the body itself. You can go into anything and try to edit it that you want that's available. So they have root, they have body, they have feet, legs, torso, face, etc. So you don't want to be in anything else but the body. So that's what we're in now. So it goes in for that particular character, BP_bossman event graph. So this is where you want to be. You want to zoom in as close as you can get to the event begin play, and make sure you see these here. Another thing you want to do towards the bottom is right click, and you're going to bring up event end. So type in event end, and you want event end play. So you want event end play to come up. So this is important to have, because you're going to need the begin play, the event begin play, and you're going to need the event end play. Those two are essential for PoseAI to start working. So once you have that, you also want to look for an app that should be built in for PoseAI. So these are the kind of stuff that is very essential, very important when getting it running. So what I'm going to do is just look for it. If I don't see it, I'm going to try to activate it. And I believe it's already activated on this particular project that I have running for Unreal Engine, but I don't have it active in this blueprint. So we're going to go edit, plugins, and we're going to type in PoseAI because I already downloaded it. you want to download it from the marketplace. Once you download it from the marketplace, it should show up here. See, it says PoseAI Live Link. You're also going to activate Live Link Face App. See, this is all the stuff you probably did not get to yet if you haven't started out on Unreal Engine in general. So you can just type in Live Link and that should show up. Live Link allows streaming. Make sure you left click this to check it. You want to check Live Link control rig, things like that. Make sure this stuff is checked and the PoseAI Live Link plugin is checked. All those are required in order to pull off the set that I have, the virtual set for your MetaHuman characters. And it's going to ask you to restart. So just click restart once you're done checking everything. And you might do it multiple times. Might need to do it multiple times. So once you got all of that, now you should be able to find it. If you can't find it here, it's not set up in here, you're probably going to have to go to Add, where it says Components, and click it. And then you're going to scroll down to try to find the PoseAI. So you can search or you can scroll down, and you probably should be able to find it somewhere. So here it is. Hold on, I think I see it. Here it is. So you see that it says PoseAI movement. So this is the one that becomes available after you activate the plugin and restart your computer. So you can drag this and drop it. Hold on one second. You can drag it and drop it. Now, once I dragged it, look, it shows up near the LOD sync or LOD sync. See, so it shows up right in that LOD sync area, but it also shows up here where you see event play. So you want this one to be in there. This is important to have, and you need to duplicate it because you're going to need two of them. So let's see why it's not giving me the ability to duplicate. There we go. So you have to scroll out a little bit and then select duplicate, and then just bring it down to the bottom of the event end and somewhere near the bottom of event begin play. Now from that, you're gonna bring out and go to the blue dot and just pull where it says place node, and you're gonna try to add a source. So add source, and this add source is gonna pretty much be important for the progress of what you're trying to do with the PoseAI. So hold on one second. Let's pull this over. We're going to drag this. And what we're going to do here is line up the add source to the event plug and play, or the event begin play. And then we're going to take this line and tie it together to the add source. And then we're going to take this line and tie it together to this one. So basically we putting add source in between event play and get console variable int value. Now you don't have to know what all these things do, just know that you have to do it. That's really the crucial part. Now this stuff here, these two in the middle, which is event actor begin overlap and event tick, you don't really need them. So we're going to drag them. So I highlighted them and I'm dragging them out of the view. What we're going to do is bring this up, the event end. So you only need event begin play, like I said, and event end. And we're going to drag this up. Alright. So at this point, what you need as well is this handshake. So this handshake is really important. You're going to drag it out from that blue dot going to the left. And then we're going to choose Make PoseAI Handshake. Select that, and this is crucial right here. This is where you can choose to switch around from portrait mode, desktop mode, and room mode. All you have to do is change the name in here. You double click in here and you can change the name. So I'm going to change it to desktop because that's what I like to use for my virtual set. You'll see why that's important, but you really need that. If you don't do that, then it's not going to really work out the best way for you in terms of your setting. So it may be in a different setting. So you might be in an actual open space and have it set up for something that doesn't work for the open space. So just try to make sure you set it for what you need. So desktop means that you're gonna place the PoseAI camera app through your iPhone, whatever iPhone that you got. You're gonna place that in front of you, maybe in front of your computer screen or whatever, or your TV screen, depending on what type of setup you have. You're going to sit it there and it's going to be staring at you, and hopefully you got a green screen behind you, and it is actually set to be detecting your body. Once that is set up, if you're using the desktop mode, it's basically just going to track the upper body of your set. So it's just going to track from above your knees, up above your knees is going to track the arms and your head movement and all of your upper body movement, basically. Now, where it says rig here, you want to double click in there and type in MetaHuman. Yeah. Alright, so remember I was talking about the port 8080? See, that's what it says right here, port number 8080. So it's not much else that I have to worry about here. Once you got all of this set up, you got your MetaHuman in the rig area, you got the desktop mode, portrait mode, or room mode set up the way you want for whatever setting you have for your virtual space. And that pertains to where your green screen is at and the detection of your body motion. Whatever size spacing you have, try to work that out for that part there. And then here where it says event end and play, let's see if I can remember. We're going to add a close. So close source. I think it's close source PoseAI movement. This could be it. Yeah, this is it here, close source. So that already popped in because I have one set up already. But that's how you would have to connect it through the target. So if you already had it set up, then it will come up once you type it. So all I had to do is type in closed source and then it showed up. But pretty much you would have to connect them. But this one came up already connected. I didn't even realize Unreal Engine stores stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So once you're done all of this, this is all that you need for this particular setup here. The very next staging would be go back to your setting. You can ignore this take recorder, don't worry about that. This is just set up for the virtual staging set area that's separate, which came with my virtual set from Unreal Engine itself. Whoever developed it and created the virtual set, I didn't create it myself, I got it. It's for free from the Unreal Marketplace. I don't even know if it's available anymore, but I got it when it was available. So what you're going to do here is you're going to have to find a specific thing. I believe through mail. For my MetaHuman, you got to go through mail, M-A-L-E, then go through medium, then go through overweight, and then go through body, these folders. And what you're looking for is his mesh, so his skeletal mesh. You can also type in skeletal mesh from the search here and it should pop up. I don't know what other way to find it, but you can use the tutorial that they have for this PoseAI setup. But what you want to do is right click when you own it and go to create and go to anim blueprint. So you're creating animation blueprint pretty much. And this is not really too complicated. You just go to anim blueprint and then it creates all of these things for you. So you want to rename it. We're going to call it boss M underscore. So boss M underscore anim. So you always want to use an underscore anim for the naming convention, but in the front part you want to call it something like a little acronym. So we're gonna hit enter, and I already got one here, boss underscore anim. So I really didn't have to do it, but I did it again just so y'all folks can see how this works. So you're gonna double click it to open it up, or right click and then go edit. So you can edit it like that or double click it. If you double click it, it will bring it up in a separate pop-up window. And pretty much what you're focusing on is this output pose. So in order to work this out, what you're going to do is drag from the result, and then it's going to give you a node that you want to work on. You want to go to live link and live link pose. So you're creating a live link pose linkage, and when you do that, it gives you this option to retarget asset. So you go to live link remap asset, hit the down arrow and go to PoseAI live link retarget rotations. That's required. If you don't do this, it won't work. You're also going to go to compile and save, and you're going to make sure that that works out. So you go to compile and save, and that basically is going to send the communications from the live link pose over to output pose. But before you do that, in order to make all of that work, you have to go to where it says none, and then you want to tie in that pose camera, not your iPhone. So the pose cam, I should say. So let's see if I can click it. It's not connecting, which is okay. Don't worry about it. You can type in as well in here. I believe you can type in what is it? Let's see. Pose cam at 8080, port 8080, something like that. I think that's what they have put in there, but I'm not sure 100%. But what I'll do is I'll go to my other set and my other character setting and try to see if I could find it. But pretty much that's it from there. And then one other thing we're gonna do, this one is, let me minimize this. Let's see, anim graph, force anim. Hold on one second. Alright, so the other last part would be to go to the body again. Scroll this out. Look for animation mode. Then where it says anim to play, you're going to go and you're going to search for that animation setup that you put in. So hold on one second. Use animation. So we got to go to use animation blueprint. Then we can use the one that we put in. So boss m anim. You can put that in there. And from there it should work out. I'll go to compile, save, and I think everything's going to work except for that last portion. So that last portion with this here, let's see, hold on one second. Let's maximize, actually, I'm trying to move this into the other setup here. There we go. Alright, so we got those. Now let's try and see if it works. So we're gonna go to simulate. I don't think it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna hit the pose camera or pose cam app and see what it does. Yeah, it's not linking. Okay, that's okay. That's not a problem, because the last part, like I said, is just that one little thing here. So, yikes. So this part I will find off of YouTube, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I found the PoseAI walkthrough for MetaHuman and UE5 video. It's not really that long. It's kind of like a minute and some change. Here it is right here. It says pose cam at port and then colon 8080. So you want to put that in there. So we're going to go with that. That's through the PoseAI Ltd. actual website. I highly recommend for folks to go there. If you already know how to do MetaHumans and all that stuff, you got MetaHumans set up, and you just want to get a quick way to get the PoseAI working on your computer through Unreal Engine, go there, and you should be able to get to the videos that will work out for you. Let's see. So, let's see. This is the video that I was just looking up here. PoseAI walkthrough for MetaHuman in UE5. So that's probably the video you want to go for. And I'll link out folks to this video. You can check out all the other videos obviously, but that one is the one that I used to link up. So we're going to type in here PoseCam. And then at port 8080. Oops. Like that. And then just hit enter. And that should be good enough right there. And then you go to compile, save, and then go back to your studio, and let's see if it works. Simulate. Now I just gotta hit the PoseAI on my phone, and it should be working. Yep. It should be working. I don't know why it's not simulating all the way. So part of, I guess because my microphone's probably in the way. I don't know. Yeah, the microphone was in the way, I think. So it's trying to detect my microphone. It's also detecting my laptop, or not laptop, my keyboard and mouse. So let's just move my keyboard and mouse out the way. And there we go. So that's it. But it's kind of confused right now because I got a lot of stuff going on and it's not used to seeing all this stuff. The microphone is like backwards. Weird setup and everything, but now I got it working. See, so now I got my arms working. I can put my arms down. I can talk like normal and just move my head back and forth. Let me get my mouse again and try to arrange the setting how I see fit. So like I said, this is desktop mode. So with it set up with desktop mode, you pretty much will be able to move your arms and just, you know, try to move your upper body how you see fit, and hopefully that is captured well. Let's try to select something up there so it doesn't have my face highlighted. And I'm not actually recording through Unreal Engine itself. I'm doing screencast recording using Screencast-O-Matic. Or actually, yeah, I think I'm using Screencast-O-Matic. Hold on one second. There we go. So, yeah, I got everything working. Hey, how you doing? And it's working pretty good. Not too bad. I can put my thumbs up. I can move my fingers. All this stuff is possible through PoseAI. And let me just move the mouse down a little bit so that's not in the way. And pretty much that's it. If I wanted to work on more of my virtual set, I can work on the setting behind me, like right back there. Yeah, right back there. Pointing back there, I don't know. And I can try to do more with this. I think it's really interesting what we're able to do today, how powerful the tools that we have is. And yeah, it is amazing what you have available. This is Unreal Engine, pretty much like a game. And like, look at that. I can just change the whole scene, look at anything I want. I'm using my mouse, by the way. And say I wanted to go upstairs. Let's see if I can go upstairs. No, I can't really go upstairs because this is not like a game character mode, but I have to move it in a different view. So I'd have to navigate depressing my mouse button to go and look from the top view. So I'm depressing the mouse scroll wheel to see it like that, and I still could wave my hand. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up? Hey. Let's see if I can look up there. Yeah, I see you up there, down there, whatever. And I'm having fun. There we go. And then I'm just going to lower it, boom, and bring it down. So all this stuff is really, really, like I said, is unique. It's pretty interesting what you could do. And you can do some amazing stuff depending on how you choose your perspective, what you want the viewers to see. And yeah, pretty cool. Now I'm actually looking at some point in my room, staring into space, free space. But maybe I could actually stare at you depending on where my eyes is at and say hi. You know, you have to figure out your spacing in your own world as well when you're doing this kind of virtual stuff, because your spacing and the spacing of what you see on the screen may conflict and not really be that accurate when you're recording. So you have to do different takes, kind of like a studio in Hollywood or something like that, and just see what you can come up with that turns out to be better for you and your viewers. Other than that, I'm out of here. Joe Love and peace to all, and I apologize if my microphone was low at one point or some point in this video, because I had to move my microphone around for this virtual setup. Sometimes the microphones can, I believe, be, if it's not a microphone from the ceiling, which I recommend you probably could use, or a clip-on microphone that you're using, then my microphone is on my tripod. So it's standing right next to me, and it might be looked at as if it's my hands. It might be assumed that it's my hands. So yeah, this is my upgrade and the how-to on PoseAI. Hopefully it works out for y'all folks if you choose to use it. Hopefully you can learn from the actual website itself and improve on whatever your virtual set developments are and things like that. But other than that, I'm out of here. Peace. Mike Q, signing off. Oh, and hold on one second. It's going to take some time for my virtual set to detect my face. So I forgot to say, feel free to subscribe and feel free to pretty much send this video to other people if you wanted to, so you can share it socially. Feel free to connect with others and let them know that this is possible. It is something that I'm doing actually for free. All the devices cost money. All the hardware devices cost money, but using Unreal Engine is free. PoseAI isn't free, but I'm paying only like $1. So $1 isn't bad. I'm paying $1 per month for PoseAI, for the app's communications, detection, etc., for the app to be able to work for me. So that's pretty dope. Other than that, I am out. Peace.